wherever you are, whatever time of day it happens to be. Be welcome. I'm going to talk a little bit today about things going on in the world. And the things going on in the world are simply not good things. Violence and warfare, rockets and mortars and tanks, in many places. In Ukraine, in Russia, in Azerbaijan, in Armenia, in Israel, in Palestine. All too many places in the world where violence is seen as the solution to political problems. The fact of the matter is, violence is never the answer. The very last miracle that Jesus performs in his ministry is to heal the ear of the servant, because one of the apostles had cut off his ear with a sword, trying to protect Jesus. And Jesus has him put the sword away, and he heals him. Healing is desperately what is needed in our world. Healing from injustice, and there are lots of injustices. Down through the centuries, humanity has been great at being evil to one another. We have horrible examples throughout history. Violence begets violence. An eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind. We're called to something better than violence. We're called to love. Now, that does not mean that we're called to be doormats for other people, but to love them and to work for change and to work for justice so that all of us can live in God's beautiful world. There is enough land. There is enough money. There is enough clothing. There is enough housing for everyone, except that greed gets in the way. I need more. I've got to get mine first. And those are very understandable motivations within human beings. It's what kept us alive in the ancient days, in our days of tribalism, when the whole world was out to get us because there were things that thought we were tasty. But we no longer live in that world. I'm no longer worried that a wolf is going to eat me in the middle of the night. But I am worried about how we treat one another. I am worried about our lack of humanity and our lack of concern for humanity. Jesus spoke in very radical ways in his time. Love your neighbor. Take care of your enemy. Those are challenging things. Love one another as I have loved you. Please, God, let us learn those lessons. Put aside violence and take up peace.